welcome to NPC Stories. I'm Courtney, and today we're talking about the Nighthawks. If you are totally lost and confused, I recommend going and checking out my Why NPCs Are Important video that explains a little bit about what we do here at NPC Stories. If you have already done that, or you just don't care to do that, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's roll the intro. For your convenience, I'm going to put a little blurb on each character right up here, but of course, as always, full character sheets are going to be down in the doobly-doo. With that, let's talk about the Nighthawks. The Nighthawks are a family of 3 that run an inn called the Hawk's Nest in a small town located halfway between the capital city and the largest port in the kingdom. There is Anna Nighthawk, Booth Nighthawk, and their son Whalen. Anna and Booth also run the biggest, best thieves guild in the kingdom. We are going to start with Anna Nighthawk. She grew up in that port city that I talked about. Her father was a merchant, although he was more swindler than businessman. So she was introduced pretty quickly to the thieves in the city. She was inducted into their ranks at a pretty young age, and because of her intelligence and charisma, rose quickly through their ranks until she was their leader. Always the businesswoman, she decided she wanted to extend their control beyond the port and into the capital city. When she and her guild arrived there, however, there was already a thieves guild established that was doing pretty well. There was a lot of back and forth over the next few months until the leaders, Anna and a man named Booth Nighthawk, decided to sit down and try to work out an arrangement between the two groups. The arrangement they finally came to was an alliance between the two guilds, solidified by the marriage of their 2 leaders. That's right, thieves can get married for political reasons too. After a pretty quick ceremony, Anna and Booth moved to that town that they now reside in halfway between their 2 cities and built their inn. The Hawk's Nest serves as a headquarters and also as an inn. Anna actually quite enjoys running the inn, as she is at heart a businesswoman, and though their marriage was based in politics, she and Booth have grown to love and trust each other just like any old married couple. Anna, of course, loves her son Whalen, and while she is proud of his ability to pick up the thieves' talents, does wish he would stop practicing it on all of their customers and their friends. Anna is a woman of average height and above average curves. She is aware of the way men are looking at her and is happy to take advantage of that. She has long, wavy brown hair, brown eyes, and no one has ever really been able to guess her age, as she does look 5 years younger than her 45. She normally just wears a low-cut tavern dress with an apron, but should she go out on a mission for the Thieves Guild, she does have her own custom set of black studded leather armor. Her preferred weapons are darts. She does, of course, have them imbued with various properties, so she has poison darts, sleep darts, and acid darts. She is friendly and welcoming to newcomers and customers. She likes to treat them like old friends because it often means they're going to pay her more money. But should you cross Anna or her family or her guild, if you wake up the next day, you're likely to find yourself in the middle of a forest without any of your items or clothing. Booth Nighthawk was an orphan who grew up on the streets of the capital city alone. He had to learn to survive with only his wits and his knife, and he did. His skills were noticed by the local thieves guild, and he was adopted into their ranks. He was a very quick learner and took to killing like it was breathing. However, he became so infamous that he was forced to retire and had to focus more on the politics of the Thieves Guild, and once again, with his wits and his knife, he rose through their ranks to become their leader. When Anna's guild attempted to move in on his territory, he saw a potential ally rather than an enemy, and so he proposed their marriage. Booth is a taller man with dark hair that is just beginning to go gray along the sides. He is not particularly broad or obviously muscled, but he carries himself with such confidence and poise that he exudes an air of danger that makes him seem unapproachable. Or it could have something to do with his black studded leather that he's always wearing and the hand crossbow and longsword he always keeps at his side. Booth prefers to keep to himself and his family, so he's often blunt or downright rude to customers who try to talk to him, mostly just because he wants them to leave him alone. He's very stoic and logically minded, with a slow-rise temper, but the capability of holding a grudge until the day you die. To his friends, he is fiercely loyal, and some say that they have even seen him smile around Anna and Whalen. He is both proud of and amused by his son's skill for pickpocketing, and while he may discipline him in front of customers to keep them happy, behind closed doors, he's very encouraging of his son's extracurricular activity. Whalen Nighthawk has spent his entire life in the tiny town around the inn. He learns everything he can from fellow thieves passing through and, of course, from his mother and father. He is 10 years old and doesn't look too much like his parents with light brown hair, but he does have their brown eyes. He doesn't wear any armor, but he does have a knife that his father gave him that he always keeps by his side. Whalen is bored with his tiny town, so he makes his own entertainment by picking on newcomers and people passing through. He often uses his age and apparent innocence to lure them in so that he can steal all of their things. He's also known to play the occasional prank on any of the local residences. And those are the Nighthawks. I have linked their character sheets below in the doobly-doo. They are all rogues. Anna is a level 5 thief, Booth is a level 5 assassin, and Whalen is level 1. Why level 5, you ask? Well, because when my players first met the Nighthawks, they were only level 1. And in my opinion, a level 5 character looks pretty impressive to a level 1 character. If your PCs are a higher level, or you just want the Nighthawks to be more badass, you are welcome to level them up or down as you see fit. I personally level up my NPCs as my PCs level up, though not always at the same pace. I am assuming that my PCs are out there getting more experience adventuring than my NPCs are sitting at home doing whatever they're doing. I also assume that at some point my PCs are going to catch up with or surpass the NPCs in their skill level. You might notice as you look at the Nighthawks character sheets that their ability scores are a little unusual. This is because I like to roll dice when I'm creating NPCs, and then I adjust them accordingly to fit their character better. I do this for two reasons. One, I really like to roll dice, and two, if I only have a vague idea of what I want this character to be, adding some of that randomness in there can help me develop some of their personality and characteristics a little bit better. Of course, change them however you'd like. If you feel that I rolled really well on Booth, you can always nerf him. I hope you enjoyed meeting the Nighthawks, and more so I hope this was somehow helpful for you. If I inspired you in any way at all, please let me know by liking this video. And if you want to hear about more NPCs in the future, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week to introduce you to